Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a full authentication workflow using Better-Auth in Nextjs. So we'll implement login, sign up and sign in with Google, and also we'll implement forgot password and remember me. Let's show you the demo of the application. As you can see, I've set up a login and sign up page. You can see now. Let's go to login and let's try to log in with our authentication. Let's see, 4 5 6 7 8 9. Now let's click this. Now when I close the browser, it will remember my session and it will not log me out. But if I unclick this, when I close the browser, it will log me out. So for now, let's log in with remember me and let's log in. And let's wait a little bit. You can see it will log me to the dashboard. Now you can see we have a sign out. If I click the sign out, it will sign me out and it will redirect me to the login page. Now if I try to access the dashboard, let's try to access the dashboard. Now you can see it will redirect me to login because I am not authenticated. I will show you how to create this using a session. Also I can sign up and sign up with Google. Let's show you sign up with Google. Now if I click sign up with Google, it will take me to the dashboard again, but now it has already signed me up with my Google session, my Google provider session. Now let's sign out and let's show you the sign up page. If I sign up, let's create this password and this email at gmail.com. also we have a Zod validator, so we can validate every implementation. So let's now add a password 78 and let's confirm the password. Now you can see the password also, and let's sign up. Now you can see when I sign up, it will not redirect me directly to the dashboard page, because I need to verify my email address. So I can go to my email address and let's verify this. You can see it will give me this link. Now I will copy this link and come here and create a new page and paste here. Now when I do that, you can see my email is now verified. Now if I go to the dashboard page, you can see it will take me to the dashboard page properly. Now I can sign out again. You can see it will take me to the login page. Now let's implement the forgot password. Let's say I have forgotten my password. In order to implement this, let's go to forgot password. When I click a forgot password, you can see it will take me to this page. It will prompt me to the email address. Now let's enter this email address. This email address is the previous email address we have already registered, and let's click this send email link. Now you can see it will say success. Now let's go to our email, and after that let's click this. Now let's click this link. Let's close this and let's open a new tab and let's go to this. You can see now after doing that, it will prompt me to input a new password. Now let's input a new password. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Let's see that. Now if I try to reset, you can see we have validation using Zod. I will show you that also. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. You can see I have changed the password. Now let's reset the password. It will update the password. You can see it will prompt me to log in. Now let's log in again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and let's click remember me, and let's log in. You can see it has loaded me to the dashboard. So we'll create this in this video. So let's start the tutorial. Now let's set up the configuration files of Better-Auth in our application. So in order to do that, I've already go to Better-Auth documentation, and you can see it has installation guide. Let's walk you through that. First, you can see this is the created project of the previous version. You can see you can download all these files. Now after downloading this, let's install Better-Auth. So in order to install that, let's go to Better-Auth, and let's copy this link and paste it here. Now after that, let's install Better-Auth. It will install all the dependencies of Better-Auth. You can see sorry, you can see it will install all the dependencies. You can see it has installed all the dependencies of Better-Auth. Now let's go to the documentation. You can see it will tell us to generate Better-Auth secret key, and also it will tell us to generate Better-Auth URL. So let's go to here. You can see in the environment variable, I have already copy pasted this key, this secret key, and also the URL. In my case, it is localhost 3000. Now I have set it up the generic key. You can copy this and go paste it in your environment variable, also the URL. So next, let's create auth.ts. Let's create the auth.ts in source, lib, and in the lib folder. Let's come here and let's create a new file, and let's call it auth.ts. So inside auth.ts, let's come here and let's paste here, not here, not this. Let's come here. You can see we are using Prisma with Mongodb, so we'll copy this, control this, and let's add this, and let's paste it here. Now let's change this to Mongodb because we are using Mongodb, and let's change this to Mongodb and save it. You can see we have set up the environment of Prisma. Now let's generate all the things. So you can see if I go to the Prisma, you can see there is no model. But now in order to generate a model after setting this up, this Better-Auth, and changes this to Mongodb, let's go here and let's copy this and come here and let's paste here. Now it will generate all the schemas. Now let's wait a little bit until it generates. Now I can see it will ask us to overwrite the organum, and let's type yes. Now it will generate all the schemas. You can see it has generated all the schemas in our schema file. Now we have set all the database models. Now we need to push this to our Atlas database. You can see I've created Atlas database, and you can see it is easy to set up. Now after I create this database, I have connected with in the environment with this database URL. Now in order to push this local database schema, we need to push this to the Atlas. So in order to do this, let's go to Better-Auth YouTube. You can see this is table. Now let's come here and let's type npx prisma db push. Now it will push the Prisma to the database, and it will create all these models in our database. You can see. Let's allow this. It will generate all the schemas. Now let's go here and let's come to our first. You can see it has generated all the schemas. Let's rephrase this to get the updated values. Now it has created all the schemas for us. Now we are done. We are correctly done this. Now let's go to the instruction and let's set up another things. We'll talk about this later. Now let's set this up in the app folder. Let's create API auth and all routes and route.ts. Let's create this. Let's come to the app. I think let's come to the app and let's create these folders. Let's come. Maybe we can copy this. I think we need to copy this and come here and in the app folder let's create a new and file and let's paste the URL, the folder structure, and let's create this. You can see it will create all the folders in the app. It will create API. In the API it will create auth and catch all routes, and it will create route.ts. In this route.ts we need to copy this and we need to paste it here. Now we have done setting up Better-Auth backend configuration. Let's disable this also. Sorry. Let's disable this ESLint for now. Now you can see we have set up our backend API auth. We have set it up correctly, our Better-Auth backend API. Now let's create the front end. For the front end also we need to create auth client. In the leaf folder we need to create all auth client.ts. Let's copy this and let's come to the leaf folder, and in the leaf folder let's create any file and let's paste it here, and let's create a new auth client file, and in this file we need to copy this and paste it here. Now we have copied and pasted the file successfully. Now we have set it Better-Auth fully. Now we can create our login, sign up, and Google Authentication easily. Now let's move on to the next section. Now let's create our sign up page. So in order to create that, you can see I've created this Better-Auth in the previous section. Now in order to enable sign up with email and password, we need to go to here and we need to go to here and enable email and password. So we need to set email and password. You can say email and password, and we need to wrap this with object, and after that let's say enable email verification. Not that, let's say enabled true. Now we have set the email and password, and after this after we enable this, when we sign up it doesn't ask anything, or email it doesn't confirm the email. So in order to enable that we need to use comma, and below that we can say require email verification, and let's say that to true. Now after this we have enabled our email and password. Now but after we require the email verification, we need to send the email to the user. So in order to send the email to the user, we need to use comma, and we need to configure our email verification logic. So in order to do that, we need to say email verification, and we can create an object. Inside this object, we can say send on sign up true. If you don't set this send on sign up, it will also prompt us the verification on the login, so we don't need that. We only need the email verification on the sign up only. So to solve that, we need to say send on sign up, and the other is after sign up we need to auto sign into our page. So in order to do that, we need to set auto sign in after verification to true. Now after we have set that, we need to set the verification email. So in order to do that, we need to use comma, and we can say send verification email, and let's create async function. Inside this async function, let's wrap it like this, and inside that we need to set user and token, and inside this let's wrap this with comma, and inside this let's create our function const verification URL. Let's say verification URL equals let's create our verification URL, which is process.env Better-Auth. Let's start this, and let's add this inside. This is not base URL, it is Better-Auth URL. Better-Auth URL like this, and the Better-Auth URL is this. You can see it's this URL. So now we need to go to auth.ts. You can see it will redirect us to Better-Auth URL slash not auth. We need to add API slash auth slash verify email, like this. And after this we need to set token, and after token we need to set a callback URL. So we need to set end, and let's say callback URL, I think, callback URL, and let's delete this. I don't need this. I think it is like this, token and callback URL, and inside callback URL this is not Better-Auth. Let's change this to email verification URL, email verification callback URL. Let's delete the callback, and let's only say it is correct, email verification URL. You can see this is our verification URL. Let's check that first. Process.env Better-Auth URL API auth verify your email token and callback URL. You can see you have set it up correctly. After that we need to await our send function. Await send email, and inside our send email we need to set to user.email, and the other is subject subject, which is verify your email address, verify your email address, and the other is I think I've made some mistake here, it's not 2 comma. Text, we need to say, we need to say click the link to verify email. By this, the send email is, I have already created this send email function inside the email.ts. You can find that. So it simply is email dev environment email send configuration. So when you set up and when you run this configuration, it will send to our local device, so it will work fine. Also, I am using node mailer, so inside auth.ts you can see I have set up all the configuration for the sign up, and let's save this. Now we can create our sign up function, but before that, inside the plugin, because we are using Nextjs, we need to set next cookies, because if you don't set the next cookies, it doesn't set our cookies properly. So we need to set the cookies. So below all of this, we need to say plugins, and after that we need to set next cookies like this, and let's wrap this bracket, I think, and let's comma this. Now it will work. I think this is a little bit not correct. Let's delete this. Now it will work fine. You can see, make sure you add this next cookies inside your configuration, otherwise it doesn't set the cookies properly. Now we can make our sign up page. Now we have set the configuration file. Now we can go to our sign up page inside the components. Now after we set this up inside the dashboard, first now you can see I can go to the dashboard easily. Now first let's start our server by saying pm dev. Now it will start the server. And now let's go to localhost. Now it has loaded our page. Let's go to the dashboard. You can see now the dashboard load without any authentication. Now we need to force authentication to not log any unauthenticated users. To do that, we need to go to the dashboard, and above this we need to set server-side checking. So in order to do that, we can use const, we can use session equals, and await, we can await auth.api dot get session, I think, yeah, get session auth.api get session, and inside that we need to set not headers like this, we need to set headers, and we can say await headers like this. Now we need to import this. First we need to import this from libos, and after that we need to import this, I think. there's a problem. Yeah, we need to wrap this inside the object. It must be an object, otherwise it doesn't work. So after this, we have already imported headers, you can see. Now let's save this, and let's come to the bottom. Now we have set a session. Now if there is no session, we need to redirect to the login page, because we are not logged in user. We cannot access the dashboard. So when I come to the dashboard now, you can see it will redirect me to the login page. I think it is refreshing. Now you can see it has redirected me to the login page. If I try to access the dashboard, let's come to dashboard. You can see it will redirect me to the login. When I click this, it will take me to the sign up page, I think. Yeah, it will take me the sign up page. Now if I come to login, it will take me to the login page. Now we have created the sign up. Now let's create the logic in the sign up page. So now to create the sign up page, go to your component in the pages and go to the sign up page. Now you can see I've created the Zod resolver and all the Zod schema on the sign up. You can see name, email, password and confirm password, and also we have pending and user state. We can configure now on submit. You can see when we on submit, if the data doesn't have any error, it will console log all the data. Let's check that first. Let's come to inspect and let's come to the console, and when I sign up, because of the Zod resolver, you can see it will tell us we need to set all the elements. So let's see if it works fine or not. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and also 7, 8. When we sign up, you can see it will set us all the data. Now let's integrate our sign up logic inside on submit. Now we are console logging it. Now we need to delay this. Now we need to add our logic. In order to do that, first we need to reset the form when we submit the data. So in order to do that, we can set form dot reset. And below this, I think yeah, it is correct, form dot reset. And in order to do the sign up logic, we can await auth client, because we are on the client side. We can use the auth client library. We have set our auth client inside this auth client file. So we need to come to our sign up page. We need to call the auth client from this, and after calling this, we can set auth client to sign up. I think it is like this. And after sign up, we can say email, because we are using email and password. So we can say email, and you can close this. And after this, let's add 2 brackets to create object. And after this, inside this email, we can say email, and the email will be data.email. Yeah, it has given me all the data. the email will be data.mail, the password will be data.password, and the name will be data.name. Now this is not correct. This one is not correct. Let's delete all this. I think some of it is correct, some of it is not correct. You can see after creating this, inside this we need to add a comma, and inside this comma we can add another object. Inside this object we can say on request. Let's save this. Why does let's it's not working correctly, sorry. Let's say this and come here and let's say on request. When we request the data, initially we can set pending to true. Set pending to true. And then after this, after we request data, the next will be on success. And on success the data will be like this. On success the data will be toast. It will be toast success or account created. You can say account created. And let's say the description will be your account has been created. Check your email for confirmation. Like this. And the variant will be there is no variant. Let's go here and after this let's delete this. I think it is like this. Don't know why it's giving me some error. There is some error inside the sign up. The error was we need to move this on success inside this. So we need to, you cannot on error on success also. We need to move this. We need to remove this and add inside this. We need to add like this. You can see now the error is gone. So after we successfully create the account, you can see account created. Your account has been checked for confirmation, and let's console log sol.log success. You can say like this. Now success, we have configured. And on error, let's say this is not error, let's say context, and inside this context we can console log the error dot log the error and comma context. Now after setting up the error, we can set the toast. The toast will be variant destructive. Let's give a variant of destructive, and after that the title will be something went wrong. We can say something went wrong. Like this. And on the description we can set context.error, or if there is no error message, .message, we can add message, or if there is no message, we can say something went wrong. Like this. And dot. Finally we can set console.log error, and we can set context.error.message, like this. And after all of this, we can say set pending to false, because we need to set the loading state to false on error occurs, or if something happens, we need to set the loading state to false. So in order to do that, we can set pending to false, and let's say like this. Now we have set all the elements, and let's save this. I think there is some error, I don't know where it is. Let's check this. Yeah, we need to remove the variant. It is doubled from the top of them. We can remove this. Now the error will gone, I think. What happened? Let's save this. Yeah, the error gone. Now we have set up all the elements. Now we can set our email server. So we need to add this, and let's set our email server first. So in order to run our email server, make sure to run this command pnpm delx maildev web 180 smtp 125. When you click this, it will run our email.ts file, which is this. It will run this. It is working on NodeMailer on the local server, so it will install all the dependencies and run the NodeMailer server on the local host 1080. Now you can see it is running on HTTP localhost 1080, and when I click this, you can see it has set up our local mail server. Now when we send any emails, it will appear here. Now let's sign up with full name, email and password. Let's set this, and let's set this email. It's random email, by the way. Since it is local, it will work with any email. Let's say the password 123456789, and 123456789, I think. we can let's say 8 and let's sign up. You can see the zod will throw an error. Let's make it 9 and let's sign up. And let's wait a little bit. I think I don't know, it's yeah, you can see account created, your account created. Check the emails. Now when we go to the email, you can see we have get this verify email. Now you can see it will give us this link. Now when we copy this link, Ctrl C and go here and paste this link and go to that link, you can see our email is verified. And let's now let's log in with the email. I think when we log in, I think it must work. 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Yeah, we didn't set any don't know why. Yeah, it works fine. The only problem is the callback URL. Make sure the URL is all the letters must be capital letters. If it's like this it doesn't work. So make sure to use the URL all capital, otherwise it throws the previous error. So let's check with changed configuration. Let's create this and let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and let's sign up. You can see it will send this email. Now I can copy this email and come here and paste it, and when I log in it will redirect me to email verified page. And now when I go to the dashboard, it will take me to the dashboard page. Also on the Prisma you can see it will create session and user. Let's see that. You can see it will create session, account and user. So you can create easily sign up page using Better-Auth like this. So next let's implement the login page. Let's create our login page. So before creating our login page, let's first create our sign out page. So go to your dashboard. You can find the dashboard inside the starter file. You can see I've already created the sign out function like this, but we need to create the sign out function inside this, so we need to delete this and let's create the sign out function. First, when we click the button, let's use this. When we click the button, we need to set this sign out to true. Then we need to wrap with try catch. I think yeah, we need to delete this all of this, I think we need to delete this and also this. And inside the try we can use await auth client dot sign out like this. We can use like this, and we can import those clients from libos client. Now after we import this, the next thing is we need to show a toast message when we sign out, like this. Signed out successfully, like this, successfully, like this. And the description will be you have been signed out successfully. Yeah, it is correct. Let's delete this variant, we don't need it. And let's save this. And after we signed out, we need to set router dot push to login. We need to push to login, and like this, login. And the next thing is you need to add a catch block. Inside this you need to add a catch error, and inside this let's show toast. Yeah, like this, toast. Let's make this variant. Yeah, instead of deleting this, let's say variant destructive, and comma, and inside this let's delete this first. Let's save this, and inside this the title will be error signing out, and the description will be there is a problem signing out. Like this. And after this, outside of the cache block, we can set finally, and inside this let's set its timeout false, like this, and let's save it. Now everything works fine. Let's check everything. Let's go here and refresh. You can see now we are logged in. When I click sign out, you can see it will show the loading state. You can see it has said sign out successfully. Now let's implement the login. When we click login, when we add our data and login, we need to log into our dashboard page. Now let's implement that. Now let's implement the login page, and you can see I've already set up the login schema on the dot. Let's go to the login. You can see I have set it up already, this name and name, password, and remember me, and also I have configured the default values. Now we need to only set the logic inside on submit, so I need to delay this, and let's implement the login logic. So first we need to set form.reset, and next we can await host client again, host client dot sign in dot email, and let's set the logic. Let's import this. I don't know. Let's create this, and let's delete all of this. think let's this also, and after setting this, let's import this from Auth client, and after adding this below, let's set on success logic. First let's add this bracket, and let's say on request, let's set object, and let's set pending to true, and next on success, when we successfully log in, we need to push the router to dashboard. So let's say router dot push, we need to set /dashboard. Now it will take us to /dashboard. First, when we request, it will go to loading state, and on success, if the sign-in is successful, it will redirect us to the dashboard. The next part is when there is error, let's add on error. If there is error like the sign up, we need to add a context, and inside this context, first before the toast, let's show error console.log, and say error, and let's show the context, and after that let's show the toast. Variant will be destructive, and the title will be let's say something going wrong again, and the description will be context.error.message .error.message, and if there is no context message, we'll say something went wrong, like this. Yeah, and after this, down here, let's set the pending to false, like this. Now this must work fine. I think it is giving me some error, I don't know where it is. Let's check that. Yeah, there is no error, it has gone. Now we need to check our login logic. So let's come here. I have already signed out. Let's add our signed up email, and let's add a password. Also, we have I have implemented the remember me. As you can see, if I add remember me, it will keep me logged in even if the browser is closed. If I set to not checked, if I close the browser, it will log me out. For more, let's check the remember me, and let's check our password. You can see the password is correct, also the email is correct, and let's log in. You can see it will go to the loading state because we have set on request set pending to true. Now let's wait. Now you can see it will redirect us to the dashboard page. Now when we sign out, it will redirect us to the login page. You can see it is working fine. Now let's implement the Google Auth. Now let's implement Google sign-in. So in order to implement that, you need to get this Google Client ID and Google Client secrets. So for that, you need to go to this console cloud Google and Auth clients. So you can copy this and also this code, and after copying that, you need to come to your environment variable and create this Google Client ID and Google Client secret, and after that you need to copy and paste both the constants, and after that we need to configure the social login in the Auth file. So let's configure that. So we need to come here, and below the email and the password we need to create social providers, and let's create an object, and inside this object let's add a comma here, and after that let's create a Google provider, and inside this Google provider let's create an object, and let's add this, and inside this we need only Google Client and Google Client secret, Client ID and Client secret, like this. I think Client ID, process.env, Client ID, Client secret, and process.env Google Client secret. Yeah. So to remove this error, we can take this as a string and also this as a string. Oh, string. Now all the errors are gone. Now we have configured our Better-Auth Google social provider. Now we need to configure from the login page. Now when we go to the login page, let's go to the login page. When we click this, you can see there is nothing happen because we didn't configure anything. Also on the sign up page we didn't configure anything, so there is nothing happen. So we need to go to our login page, and after that we need to find Google Auth button. You can see this is Google Auth button which is found here. In this case we can pass a login and sign up with Google and dashboard. If you are on the sign up page, let's go to sign up page. You can see this is action sign up button text, sign up with Google, and redirect to dashboard. Now when we click Google Auth button, you can see it will show action, login, redirect to dashboard, and button text continue with Google. Now we can handle the Google Auth button. So in both cases we are redirected to the dashboard page. So let's configure the handle Google Auth. So let's come here and let's configure here. So in order to configure that, first we need to delete this, and inside this handle Google Auth we need to set its loading first true, because when we click this, when we process the Google sign in, we will show the loading state. So for that we need to set is loading true. Second, let's tab this and it has created as try catch. Inside the try we can import those clients, and inside those clients we can sign in, and instead of Google we can say social, and inside social we can say provider Google, and the second is callback will be redirect to callback URL will be redirected to is will pass from our props, so we can say redirected to. So the second thing is, after we await this, we need to add a toast element. So a toast element, after this let's add a toast element, and inside this toast element let's add a title. Inside this title we will render the title based on the action. So if action equals login, let's save this. If the action is login, we'll say signed in, logged in successfully. The other is if the action is not login, we can say signed up successfully, and the description will be it will be the same. We will render the description also based on action equals login. If the action is login, you have been logged in successfully, and if the action is not login, your account has been created successfully. We can say like this. Now after that we can add a cache block. Inside this cache block again we can add a toast. Inside this toast we will say destructive, and the title will be on the cache block. Will render also based on action. If action equals login, you can see, you can say error sign in. I don't know, there is something, I think this is like this. So errors, we will say error logging in, and if it's not login, we can say error signing up, and the other is the description will be let's come here, let's delete this, and let's give this, and let's say could not action could not login or sign up with Google, please try again. We can say like this, and finally we can say the loading to false. Now after setting this up, let's save this, and let's check everything. Now we have logged out. Now when I click sign up with Google, you can see it will go to the loading state, and it will load all the elements. Now logged in successfully, I have been logged in successfully, and it will redirect us to the dashboard page. Now let's sign out. You can see it is working successfully. Now let's scroll on the sign up page, and on the sign up let's create this sign up with Google successfully. You can see it is working fine. So now the Google authentication, the login and the sign up is working fine. The next thing I want to show you is the forgot password and reset password. Now let's go to the next section. Now let's create our forgot password and reset password logic. So let's go to our page and let's go to first login page. Let's show you that when I'm login page, when I click this forgot password, you can see it will take me to forgot password, and it will prompt me to add my address which I sent to. So first, in order to create this logic in our auth file, let's come here and open this auth file. In this auth file, we need to create a send reset password logic. So inside email and the password, we can set send reset, I think send reset password, and inside this we can say async function. We can set async function, and inside this async function, let's create like this, and let's add bracket. Now inside this function, we need to create user and URL. Now inside this we need to await our send email function. Send email function, and inside this send email function we can say to and user.email like this, and subject reset your password, and the text will be click the link to reset your password and set the URL like this. Now we can say send reset password in this email. So now after setting up this, now when I go to forgot password and when I send this link, it will send us a reset link after we configure the forget password logic in our client. So let's configure that. Now after setting this, let's go to our forget password logic. Let's come to components and pages. Let's come to forget password. So inside this forget password, we need to set the logic to send the email. So in order to do that, we need to come here and delete this, and after deleting this, let's create our logic. First, when we forget the password and send it, before if it is loading state, we need to set pending true, set pending to true. Next, we need to set const error equals await auth client dot forget password like this. Now inside this we need to create our logic, our forget password logic, and inside this let's say email data.email, and the next will be our redirect to and it will be reset password slash reset password. I have created the reset password page, so it will redirect us to reset password, and after this we can set the error logic. So we can say if there is error, we can show toast message, and the variant will be destructive, the description will be error.message, and the title will be error, and the next will be if there is no error, we can create an else statement, and inside this else statement we can show a toast message and in this toast message we can close this first, and don't know what yeah, we have next result statement inside if, so we don't need to do that. We can say else like this, and inside this else we can say toast message. If it is success, we can show a toast message, yeah, like this. We can say title success, description, yeah, check or not, like this. We can say let's delete this, and let's say if an account exists with this email, you will receive, yeah, you will receive a password to reset link, like this. Yeah, we can say it like this, and after this, after out of the else statement, we can say set pending to false, like this. Now it is working fine. We have set the forgot password. The next is we need to set the reset password. We need to import it first, like this. Now we have implemented our forgot password logic. Now after forgot password, after setting our email, it will redirect us to the reset page, and in the reset page it will prompt us a new password and confirm password. After confirming that password, it will set this new password. So in order to do that, we need to configure our reset password logic. So let's configure that. You can see I have console log this, so we need to add a reset password logic on the on submit. So let's do that. So let's delete this, and let's set our reset password logic, set pending to true first, and after this let's tap this, and you can see it has returned all the data. So inside this we need to set not like this, we need to delete this, and inside this reset password logic we can say new password, like this, and inside this password we can say data.password, and below that we can pass the token. We need to get the token. The token will be found on the search param. When we redirect from the forgot password, it will give us the token in the search param. Then we get the token, and we reset the password logic. So now if there is error, we can show title error, description error.message, and the variant will be destructive. The next is if there is no error, title will be success, and the description will be your password have been successfully reset, and we can add login to continue, like this. Password reset successful, yeah, login to continue, and we can push to login page, and the pending state will be false. So this is correct implementation. Now let's import this. I think yeah, it give us error because we didn't configure the token state in this part. So in order to configure it, first we get the token, but there will not be token. If there is no token, we need to handle the edge cases. So let's do that. So let's do this. You can see we didn't configure if there is no token. TypeScript doesn't know if token or exist or not, so it will throw this will be string or null. So in order to solve this, we need to handle this token case. So in order to handle this, first we need to create if statement, and inside this if statement, if there is no token, we can render something. You can see it will show me like this. We can render something if there is no token. So this render will be, you can see I can copy this code. You can find this gist file in the description, so you can copy this and paste it here. Now if there is no token, it will show invalid token and the password reset link is expired or invalid. It will say like that if there is no token. But if there is a token, it will show me this change password form. So we can reset like this. Now let's check all the logics. Now let's go to our page, and now I am in the forgot page. Let's add this email and let's send the link. Now it must send to mail dev link. Let's wait a little bit. Now it has sent us this success message. Your account this will receive a password reset link. Now let's come here. Now you can see when I click this, it will give us this password reset link, and when I go to this password reset link using this link, you can see it will redirect me to this password reset link. But what if I delete this token part? You can see it will render invalid token or the password reset link. But now let's reset that. Let's come to our mail dev again and let's copy this and let's paste it here, and let's come here. Now it will give us this token and to reset a new password. Now let's create 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and let's update our password to this new password. Now it will update and it will redirect us to the login page, you can see, and after this we can log in using our new password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Let's try to log in with the previous password. It must throw an error, I think. You can see invalid email or password. But now when I click on this and enter my new password and login, it will log in successfully using our newly updated password. You can see it has logged us to our dashboard. If we sign out, it will go out to the sign-in page. The other is now all the logics is working successfully. Now in this part, when you try to log in, when you log in with your email and password, it will create a cookie, and the cookie always be paired to Prisma, to our database. So in order to solve this or not purge every time the user refreshes the page, we need to set our session in the cookie and catch it for some time. So in order to do that, we can set a session catch in our configuration file. So in our configuration file we can set session like this, and inside this session we can set the cache time. So we can say expire scene, let's say 60 times 60, yeah, for 7 days I think. And below that we can say update age, yeah, update age again 60 times. Like, let's take like this and let's set 7, the update age also will be for 7 days, and the other is in the main one, the cookie catch will be enabled to true, and max age will be 5 times 60. So this is how you create the session. Now we have already configured all the elements, so now it works fine. This is how you configure session authentication using Better-Auth. Thank you for watching. Thank you.